Welcome to Voices with Lady D, where every voice has power. I'm your host, Lady D Denise Gomez Green, inviting you to join me each week for real conversations, powerful stories, and uplifting perspectives that shine a light on voices from the community and the diaspora. Kick off your week with the Monday Drive from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Dive deep on Thursdays with Center Stage from 6 to 8 p.m. And ease into your weekend with Satideh Mawnin Runnings every Saturday at 10 a.m. Catch Voices with Lady D on YouTube, Caribbean Vibes Radio Network online, and YouTube, and Fit FM 96.7 in Stuart Castle, Trelawney, Jamaica, or tune in on Linkage Radio online. So lock in, turn it up, and remember, every voice has power. This is Voices with Lady D. Ready for real talk and powerful conversations? Then subscribe to Voices with Lady D on YouTube, where culture meets commentary and the diaspora speaks loud and clear. Don't just scroll. Hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and tap the bell so you never miss a moment. From laughter to legacy, it's all happening here. Voices with Lady D, where every... Hey everybody, it's your girl Lady D. I'm inviting you, yes you, to join me on Saturday, September 13 at the Bronxwood International Church of God for a taste of heaven on earth, part 2. We've got Bishop Manado Smith, Pastor Judith Gale, Tajay Nicole, Imani Tyson, O'Shane Mays, and a whole heap more. One stage, one night, pure worship. Doors open at 5. We start at 6 sharp. Tickets just $40. Come experience your taste of heaven right here on earth.
Minister Patrick Tyson and Brother Claver Schrouter, in collaboration with Sister Lemuel Hunt, presents A Taste of Heaven on Earth Part 2 on Saturday, September 13th, 2025, to be held at the Bronxwood International Church of God, located at 3232 Lurton Avenue in the Bronx. Featuring Minister Judith Gale, Minister O'Shane Mays from out of Jamaica, Minister Claver Schrouter, Minister Dwight Schrouter, Brother Tajay Nichols, aka Singer Wayne, and Sister Shakira. Tickets adults $40, children $25. Doors open at 5 p.m. Showtime 6 p.m. sharp. Your MCs for the evening will be yours truly, Minister Patrick Tyson and Lady D. A part of the proceeds from this event will go to Bronxwood International Church of God Carpet Project. This event is sponsored by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant. For tickets and more information, you can contact Minister Tyson at 347-961-6785 or Minister Claver Schrouter at 914-336-0623.
Welcome to Voices with Lady D, where every voice has power. I'm your host, Lady D Denise Gomez Green, inviting you to join me each week for real conversations, powerful stories, and uplifting perspectives that shine a light on voices from the community and the diaspora. Kick off your week with the Monday Drive from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Dive deep on Thursdays with Center Stage from 6 to 8 p.m. And ease into your weekend with Satideh Mawnin Runnings every Saturday at 10 a.m. Catch Voices with Lady D on YouTube, Caribbean Vibes Radio Network online, and YouTube, and Fit FM 96.7 in Stuart Castle, Trelawney, Jamaica, or tune in on Linkage Radio online. So lock in, turn it up, and remember, every voice has power. This is Voices with Lady D. Welcome to Voices with the Lady D, where every voice has power. I'm your host, Lady D Denise Gomez Green, inviting you to join me each week for real conversations, powerful stories, and uplifting perspectives that shine a light on voices from the community and the diaspora. Kick off your week with the Monday Drive from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Dive deep on Thursdays with Center Stage from 6 to 8 p.m. And ease into your weekend with Satideh Mawnin Runnings every Saturday at 10 a.m. Catch Voices with Lady D on YouTube, Caribbean Vibes Radio Network online, and YouTube, and Fit FM 96.7 in Stuart Castle, Trelawney, Jamaica, or tune in on Linkage Radio online. So lock in, turn it up, and remember, every voice has power. This is Voices with Lady D. Celebrate the heartbeat of Caribbean culture with Satideh Mawnin Runnings. Join us on Saturday at 10 a.m. on YouTube as we showcase the vibrant heritage of Jamaica and the wider Caribbean with four incredible women, Sherns, Max, Jackie, and yours truly, Lady D. From powerful stories to cultural traditions, we're bringing the flavor, rhythm, and excellence of the Caribbean straight to you. It's more than a show. It's a celebration of the roots and traditions that inspire and unite us. Subscribe to Voices with Lady D on YouTube and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn to stay connected. Every Saturday at 10 a.m., it's Satideh Mawnin Runnings. Come feel the vibes. Satideh Mawnin Runnings, where Caribbean heritage comes alive.
Family, it's that time again. Satideh Mawnin Runnings is back this Saturday, September 13th at 10 a.m. on Voices with Lady D on YouTube, where culture meets conversation. This week, we're going deep into the things we can't forget, the nickname we can't kill, from Fatty to One Eye. Tell me, do them names follow you for life? Back in the days, lunch pan, corned beef and rice, in a tin pan versus to the fast food hustle. Who miss it? And the big one, big things we got as children. How them could have lick you and say, hush your mouth at the same time. It's laughter, memories, and real talk. And we want to hear from you. So set your reminder, Satideh Mawnin Runnings, September 13th, 10 a.m. only on at Voices with Lady D on YouTube. Miss say, come make we reason, laugh, and run the vibes.
Morning to everyone. Morning to someone. Morning to somebody.
Morning.
Morning to you. Good morning to everyone. Welcome to another edition of Satideh Mawnin Runnings, right here where culture meets conversation on Voices with Lady D, where every voice has power. It's a beautiful Saturday in our neck of the woods. I'm not sure what's happening in your area, but we're going to say ping-a-ling-a-ling, we're there, we're there, we're there. So good morning to you, and you. And if you're tuning in, for the first time, we would just like to say, hey, um, we're glad you're there and you'll have bouts of laughter or belly full of laughter. You'll also have moments that you'll just say, and reflect as we take you back to the good old days. This week, our topic is from nicknames to knockings. And if you want to say good whipping, but of course, we have to ensure that we follow the protocol of censorship, hence the reason for the knockings. I couldn't go put on.
The same process.
Or as my grandfather that said flogging.
So,
Yeah,
just in
that's
case,
very
we
proper.
Flogging.
were all- just in case
Yes.
you were all wondering what knocking meant, yes, we had to phrase it, appropriately. So we want to welcome you this morning to the show and
Alright.
invite you to invite someone to join us. Share the link with them and let them know that on this platform, a pure vibes. We vibesy. And as fabulous as we're all looking, when we're ready to bust the laugh, we bust the laugh. So, good morning, ladies. It's a pleasure as always. I'm not sure I need to do something on my end like this. Yes. Good morning to Sharon Z,
Yeah,
the
another
fabulous.
thing. Another thing, Dee, there's a little haze over you.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know
my
if you.
window open with the glare.
Oh, I
From
thought it was the camera screen that wanted cleaning or
no,
something.
no. As soon as I open the window, so it's
It's the
yes.
solar from the outside.
Hey, so we'd like to say morning to the ladies. Sharon Z, you're looking very hot.
I
Mhm.
know.
Hey,
Oh, go on.
Well, why thank you.
yeah. And good
Man.
morning,
Wow.
Maxie. It's great to see you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yes, and Jack. I love to hear swoop up thing.
Yes,
Mr.
it looks
Love,
nice on you.
Mr.
I
Yes.
was
Love
gonna
sleeping.
tell her
Jackie,
that it looks
All right,
very
we won't
nice.
go sleep this morning. You look
Mr. Love
nice.
sleeping on me.
We not to sleep with you this morning. You look
Oh, what
nice.
is man?
Thank you. Eh, so you look
that hairdo don't say nothing about sleep.
there. You go. So we're not
As a
sleep.
matter of fact, when you have that kind of hairdo, you can't sleep, because you can't lay down, so and you can't
Actually,
lay down, so
remember say
you just
locks,
catch up.
so I can't sleep. Me just put a hat, a cap over it, whatever you call it, on
Mm.
It looks
and
nice
Silk
though.
sleep.
You,
cap.
you wear it. You wear it very well.
And I
Your
sleep.
silk cap.
I remember those days. You're making me almost miss cutting mine. Almost.
Yes, I remember
Oh
you
no, Sharon's getting ready for concert tonight.
from
Yes,
now.
That,
ma'am.
From
that.
now.
Because we still upon that. Me, I wonder, oh, Sharon's fabulous up so. But yes,
Sure.
concert night.
Ready, me ready. Anna gone, me gone. Watch it.
Well, me sorry, say I won't be there.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it's gonna be good.
Should have
Is
a
it going
good.
to be streamed live?
I believe so, but I think there is
A charge?
A pay-per-view. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You're muted, Lady D.
I would set it up for my mom to watch.
yes, yes. You're
Okay.
hearing me?
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
will see you too.
Me there. Me there. So welcome everyone. So again, from nicknames to knockings, the things we never forget, and much more. You saw a nice little plate, a good old barefoot rice with corned beef. There was no little garnishing going on there. So a lot of you
No
will
problem.
remember the good old days of corned beef. You'll also remember how we take bus, to school. You'll also hey, yes. So we're going to talk up the things, and you'll also, um, just say, "Well, we did little one time."
Mhm.
Yeah, one time we did little. So
Yeah.
let us hop on over very quickly as we say good morning to our first guest and family. Charlesie's in the house. So good morning, Charlesie. So good to see you. She says good morning, sister and Saturday morning family. Mhm. Then King was here. He says, please, madam, please. That's all right. It's fixed. Thank you, sir. And we want to, he says, I keep asking, there is no more cheesy, please. Oh, Sharon, see, it's Madam Ambassador.
All right, then the advocate.
uh Well, look at my
Accepted
beautiful
and weird.
ladies. We want to say good morning to co-producer. He's in the back office, so he says good morning.
Good morning.
Good
Hey,
Good
morning.
Rich. Good
morning.
morning. So good to see you. Nice seeing you. And he says, welcome, my CEO. Don't forget to just share the link with someone and bring them in so we can talk together, talk up the things. So, as we know it, most of us are from the Caribbean. All four of us here are from Jamaica. The platform was so designed as a nostalgic um, means of people sharing the good old days while everything else is happening around us. And sometimes it's so distressing to hear the news headlines or even what's happening in our personal lives. There's a day we set aside just to say, you know what, I remember when. And you go back to life afterwards, but there must be something that you can take away from the show to say, I remember when Sharon's did say so and so. And Sharon's, when she explained the thing, she explained it, you know. Or Max, we just give it.
I try to take you there.
Will take us there. Or Max will take us to when she did only know curry and
Cabbage.
and
Curry cabbage.
curry.
Or the washing machine.
I do.
Max,
Where we drink water out of.
let me. I don't want to segue too far, but I thought of you when I was in Jamaica in the summer. Well, it's still summertime.
Okay.
All right. I went to my husband's family reunion, and they have like lots of land, like huge land space. So the family is large. They travel from all over the states, outside of the states, UK, Canada, and so on.
Welcome, African.
What's that?
No, African is here. I didn't
Oh,
want to
okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So as a result, persons have married, like outside of the, our race and creed and you name it. So they try to, and this big reunion is every 10 years there.
Wow.
Although it's annual here, every 10 years it's a big. So whosoever married to whomever from wherever, we have like a tour of the land because the land is massive and it, we do they explain the trees and the boundaries for all the children. So it's like 7 children. Long story, but the graves. So we went to the graves where his parents are buried and all the forefathers and mothers and matriarchs and such. And down there in the bush, as far apart from the homes and the streets, was a washing machine leaning up against a jackfruit tree.
What?
I thought of you, Max, immediately because I said, washing machine. How you get a washing machine in the bush all the way down there? So I have no idea.
All things are possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want somebody
That's
to
why I
teach
come
you
here when I
run
reach
with
my
it.
granny kitchen.
Somebody must say TV and run with it, Sharon.
So as I was reflecting on each of you, of course, so then there is Jax, who her mother had sealed something around the corner.
Listen, and it bend the corner.
Bend the corner. And
Bend
The pot
the corner.
cover.
and made
But
the
it's not even the fire stick round the corner, it's the
The
runaway
fire stick.
tribe.
The
runaway tribe and the pig in the bus.
The runaway tribe.
and the pig.
Oh God.
We have to do a show and call it recap.
Pig in the bus. I have to go look
Yes,
for the
end of the year we
I
do a
wonder if-
recap of the
I wonder if
highlights.
people can remember this.
No, sir. So we welcome you. So this morning, of course, we are building new memories with our topics. 3 or 4 topics combined because, of course, they are intertwined. So we are thankful. I want to say big ups to African for passing through and saying hi to us. And Ron says, Jackie, where are you going? Why you're so dressed up? You see, I know.
In the panty.
Because we catch up. Look at here.
We are on television. We all don't realize we're on television.
Yes, we are.
Richie
Dress
says,
up
was
as
there a
everybody.
river or a pump next to the washing machine?
Not even within sight, Richard. Not nowhere near. Nowhere near.
Why?
It was like a mirage. I said, is this really a washing machine lean up here, sir? I should have taken a video of the area. It was beyond abnormal,
Tell us
paranormal.
something.
I don't know. Out
It
of
ain't
the norm.
rusty. It ain't
No,
rusty.
it no rusty, it white and dead, eh?
Mhm.
Me did feel like what I
Oh,
want, what me did afraid, because I graveyard.
Oh dear.
Lord have
So
mercy.
as we kick off the conversation this morning, these things are funny. So we talk about the tin lunch pan. So let's go there. Because you saw the video, the promo, and I tried to find a lunch pan. I had one of those with some fanciness on the cover of the lunch pan.
I
Right?
only knew them.
So it was either the lunch pan or what they call shed pan, but
Shed pan.
Shed pan.
yeah, shed pan,
The
right?
shit
But
pan.
we
The
know
shit
that
pan. The shit pan was the one with the 3 layers.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
Yes.
mm-hmm.
I then call it carrier.
Or carrier,
Carrier. Yeah, my
Carrier,
grand used to
Yes.
say carrier.
carrier,
Yeah.
yeah.
Carrier.
But the
But
that wasn't just a container, it was a like a cultural, let's call it artifact, because if you should perhaps go
true.
into some maybe a museum or somewhere, you
Yeah, I'm
may
sure they have. Yeah.
see them, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, and
so
everybody had one in their homes. Most
yes,
family have
ma'am.
owned one.
Yeah,
Yes,
we had one that was very shiny. My grandmother kept it well shine up.
Yes.
My
The
grandfather would
shine
take
one.
it to, like places,
Mhm.
where your appearances mattered. So if you're taking your lunch,
Hey.
it was 3 layers in descending sizes,
Mhm.
the big one
Yeah.
and
I was gonna
the
say.
medium size and the
Yeah.
other one. And you hold it very carefully because the contents were usually hot,
Mhm.
So
Yes.
Yeah.
if you had one of
I
that,
I used to have to carry the carrier, my uncle's dinner, Uncle Lloyd, because he was a bus driver, drive one of those country buses. And so when we knew when he would get down to the square, these things, you don't have no cell phone, none of that, but you time the bus.
Yes.
Interesting. And I was never late.
yeah, yeah.
I was never late, and he was never too early.
And he was on time. That's what I was
Yeah,
gonna say.
I would carry man and walk around his side and hold up my little hand, because of course me little, and here is the bus up there, so the door, and him stretch over and pick up him carrier from me and thing. So I remember that, and I remember the first one I got, the actual lunch pan now, and I remember it was Mama. It wasn't any of my aunties. It was my grandmother, Mama, who packed me my lunch. Because when I went to penance, I went because I guess the school year did kind of gone. I don't remember, but they had made me go down to basic school. So and you come from town, so me have my lunch pan. Me and my little sister, and them a lead us go down the road, man. Couldn't be more proud. But
Never have none. We never
when
have
we
none.
reach now, wait now, that's where I'm going. Because when we walk into this little place, it's adjoining to the community center, and walk in, and and I don't remember who had taken us, if it was Auntie Joy or whoever, but Miss Beauty in, she welcomed us, man, and I'm looking round. She took we little pan, and me no see no other pan. I don't recall seeing
Really?
another pan, because the picnic them never have no pan. We were the only ones who had we little pan, and I remember seeing like I can picture it now. She had a little shelf area where whoever carried them little codfish or saltfish and dumpling,
To
and it wrap
school?
up. Yes, and it wrap up in a
Yeah.
sub, and everybody had
Mm-hmm.
a little thing there and stuff. But we had pan. And as long as I can remember, anytime I realized that I had a little more than somebody else, I was uncomfortable because they would come
Okay.
around looking at you or open this pan and
Yes,
No
and
wonder
what's
why.
in there?
the Lord had blessed my family, so I walked into a house where there was anchor butter and thing a gone. Right? Two people would have think, oh yeah,
Walking doors with butter in the pan.
hey,
That was big thing.
that was right. And we carried lunch pan for a while. Most of us.
Nice.
Mhm.
I
So
never had lunch pan.
that was my
I only
story.
saw kids with lunch pan. I never owned a lunch pan. My lunch pan was whatever paper they could find, and my lunch was always something like bread and sardine, crackers and butter, fried up with ackee and saltfish, a splash buckle or a jam buckle with some syrup or syrup and milk
Syrup
combined.
and milk. Syrup and
Yeah,
milk.
Syrup
yeah.
and milk combined in the same bottle. She put a little syrup
Cherry.
and then she pour a
Cherry
little milk
flavor.
on it.
The little cherry
And I would go
homemade
to the
cherry malt.
yes, homage, and I'd go to the tank at school. That's when we had tank, not running water, but a big tank in the schoolyard, and catch it at lunchtime. Water hot like a tea me I make. Catch the
Oh
water and
God.
then shake it
Oh,
up, yes, and that was lunch. And
Mm.
it's and the worst part for me, I'm telling you, I had some nightmares when it came to lunchtime. Nightmares. Anytime I took fried dumpling for lunch, it was pure chaos. No lunch, not eat, because the boys would come and tease. Because once lunchtime, everybody goes to the canteen. And if they see you sitting in the classroom, they know say you carry lunch. And they
Mm-hmm.
want to know what you have for lunch, what you carry for lunch. And they would
Mm-hmm.
come and peep and tease, and everybody, I would be hiding my bag underneath the desk and pinch have a dumpling little to eat. And they come, let me see what you have for lunch.
Oh
And
God.
they would tease the hell out of me. So after days I couldn't eat melon. Me mix the little drinks and drink and I eat the lunch, not eat the fried dumpling because they can't take it out the
Wicked
bag and put
enough.
it on the desk. They
Pitney.
would tease me. I'm telling you, I cried.
We're
I
not
had
nice.
days of crying.
We're not
Yes,
nice.
Children,
they were
children
very
can be
cruel.
so evil.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but the worst part about it, I was not even the poorest then because back then I saw it as being poor. I carried fried
Right.
dumpling for lunch. But there was a family that lived next door to me and they brought porridge in a Milo pan. I'm not kidding you. They brought porridge to school for lunch in a Milo tin. And then them buy the Milo, I beg them beg the tin to put the porridge in because they couldn't
Mm-hmm.
afford Milo.
Oh
I'm
my
telling you,
God.
so and
yeah,
kids were just cruel.
Yes, yes.
And a
yeah.
little ball in a school because me can't eat my fried dumpling. And
So
that was in primary school, but I remember when I went to secondary school, my grandma me still like her lunch, Still like her
mm,
lunch in a secondary school, and she was still giving me fried dumpling and ackee and saltfish. And there was this young lady named Joy, taller than me, very tall young lady, and older than I am too. I used to always be hiding my lunch. So what she said, let me see where you have, let me see where you hide. And she
mm,
plucked the food out my hand, plucked the container out my hand to see what it was. And when she
Because
saw
she
it was
wants
fried
some.
dumplings and ackee and saltfish, she said, me want it. And she swapped the lunch, And every day after that, she buy her hostess cake and her cherry malt and all these things, her bun and cheese. And she would swap. Give me your lunch and give me hers. But she don't know me the love for your lunch better. You understand? Because that time I love cherry malt and I love her hostess cake. So she would take my fried dumpling and ackee and saltfish and give me her lunch.
but
And every
Max,
day she want to know what to carry.
you didn't realize that your lunch was the creme de la
Was the better lunch?
It was
Yes,
all
but it
organic.
me just feel shame because I was teased so much in primary school as far as I'm concerned. If you're taking fried up to school, you're poor.
Oh
That's
Lord.
how I saw it then. Because they made it appear that way. Kids tease and carry on. So it seemed
Mm-hmm.
that way. Until
Yeah.
when Joy said, no, I want your lunch and you take mine. I said,
You see
wow.
them now? You see?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh my gosh. I remember used to when my mother brought my little lunch pan and it had the impressions on it in the metal lunch pan.
Yes.
Yes,
And it
I
have
remember that. Yeah.
the scenery like it looks like a cowboy scenery and
Yes, ma'am.
just feeling that the raised portion of it and you can feel the characters and they have the pictures and
The
so on. It was so
engravement. Yeah.
fancy. And then my grandmother would put whether a corned beef sandwich or whatever, little something that left over and so on, and the Horlicks bottle with the
Mm-hmm.
milk and cherry syrup.
Yes, ma'am.
and I would take it to school. To the basic school, the lady would put it on the table. Sometimes I want chicken leg might be in there. She would put it on the table, and then lunchtime come now, and you have to share your lunch.
Here we are.
Yes.
Really?
What was
So
it
when
called?
she open it up, when she open up the lunch pan, it had to be shared. Whatever everybody carry have to be shared. Sometimes what them carry the other kids and I mean a little picnic in a infant school, and I never forget that.
Who gave
It
her the
have to
authority
share.
to do that? What if
Sometimes
somebody had some kind of
sometimes my
dietary
lunch
restriction?
share up so much that all me get was one little piece of bread and a little cup of
Oh, wow.
of the cherry malt.
I
I
guess
mean
at
I
the
sit down
time,
What
so mean
school
I
was
sit down on the table. I'm a
Shirley,
mouth now.
you go back to the school.
I'm a mouth
I never
now.
heard that
And
in
the
my
tears are
life.
come down. The tears are come down and me go me go home sometimes me not eat. Me never forget that. Sometimes me not bother eat because me vex.
So
I me
hold
go
on. So
home
and was that a daily occurrence?
almost because you have to share.
Crazy.
You have to share your lunch. So me go home and me tell my grandmother, I say me not get no lunch because they share up my lunch and then drink off my cherry malt. so, my grandmother though, my father's sister lived on the way to school. So what they would do is carry my lunch, leave it down there, or then leave it down at her house, and then lunchtime I'd come up there and eat lunch.
Oh, and you know what, too? I think maybe she realized that some children never had
Didn't
no
have food,
lunch,
yes.
so she
Yeah,
just
now I
tried
know
to.
that.
But still, she should ask.
Yeah, I've never
That is not.
that
Yes,
in my
That's
my
life.
not.
lunch would be shared up. I
Never
never
hear
forget.
that
I'm
now.
looking at the room that we were in, and the table and all the lunches. You know, it wasn't even a lot of lunches. My lunch box was probably the only lunch box with a little picture on it, and
Mhm.
should open it up, and my lunch would be shared.
Oh boy. Push
The
Jackson.
picture is out order.
My situation was that my grandmother had I never had lunch pan, never got lunch pan at all, any school, never. My grandmother had a friend, very good friend, who lived near the basic school I went to. They had the same name, Sarah. And she told her to give, she would give her money because she lived at the crossroad, like smack dab in the middle of the crossroad. So she would give her money to give me lunch. But I didn't know mom was giving her money to buy me lunch. I realized though that, I mean, she had three granddaughters, and the three granddaughters were called cousins, and they were good friends of mine up to this day. And so she would have the four of us lunchtime. She would walk, it was a stone's throw for her, and she would walk and come and get us, take us to her home for lunch. But she would give us porridge every single day. Every
Lots.
day it was porridge without fail. And it used to be cornmeal porridge every single day. And it wasn't a nice porridge. I always used to
Mm.
say grandmother made
It
porridge.
probably full of sugar, source of sugar, and use mix
No,
it.
I know
it
me.
was just long and flan. It never
Ah,
have no body. There was no body to it. Like she stay far and throw in
I
the
just
cornmeal.
dash. Hmm.
Yeah, just throw it
Yeah.
in. And
I hear them
yeah, so we're getting
cheaper.
porridge every day. And then I'm used to when mom make porridge. Mom porridge was thick, it was nice. On the side, you get a nice piece of bread, or you get
mm-hmm.
two dumpling, or you get fritters. Mom never or crackers. Mom never ever give us sauce or porridge. She would give us sauce or porridge every day. And mom used to use the milk and make a swirl on the top and sprinkle it
Right.
in, man.
Yes.
So and
Yes.
you dip and you eat. Her one just long and flan, nothing to it. And I think I endured that, I would say, for several weeks. I know it was several weeks. And after a while, I complained to mom and I said, Mom, make me tired of the porridge. I think I was crying one day, and they always call my grandmother Cuckoo. They always call her Miss Cooley because she was Cooley, as we would say. but for short they would call her Cuckoo. So she said, Cuckoo, me don't know around with Sharonette, you know, because she this a ball. So someone put me to the side and said, sure, what happened? Me say every day. So we used to call that other lady Seer. So me say, Mom, every day Seer give me porridge, so porridge. Mom say, what you mean so porridge? Let me not give Seer money. That time there was a big shop at the square. You could have buy good lunch. And so because of that, no, Mom said, all right, she's not gonna bother to let Seer give me lunch. My teacher at basic school was my neighbor. And so Mom asked her to let me eat lunch with her. So my lunch was the teacher's lunch. So me never have to carry no pan and nothing. Every time when it's lunchtime, me just draw a knife to her table because her nieces and she had older siblings who would come and eat lunch. Eat. So I was eating like a grown-up lunch, and that is how I got through basic school and then got to primary school, and we had canteen. So I used to get the canteen lunch plus I would get 30 cents. Every day lunch money. So we used to can buy peanut. Them tell them my favorite snack was peanut, 5 cents for the bag. And then I could buy fudge.
I cannot tell you I remember prices.
Yeah, man, 5 cents for the bag, and then you could have buy fudge when fudge come. So I was living large.
Body.
I love nutty body. Me never like the nutty part. Me just love me smooth.
Me like nutty body and soup body, but me couldn't afford them.
Me had fun. I mean, love the canteen food. I love the everyday canteen.
Me too.
It would be curry chicken back on bulgur every single day.
And dumpling.
And the dumpling. And
no, I never
like fried dumpling.
Me have a thing with people and dumpling. People who make dumpling give me no want it because me visualize all kind of something when them are roll dumpling. So me never eat dumpling. But if you give me the bulgur and the curry chicken back, I was in the 7th heaven. You hear me?
Hey.
Hold
your thought, Maxie. Hold your thought. Because we don't want the comments to run away from us.
Yeah.
So Eval says he never had no lunch time.
What I say?
Yeah. Then when we were talking about the washing machine, Ryan says, do not move the washing machine, please. If you move the washing machine, the duppy coming back.
I'll follow you.
Right. Oh, sir.
So then, Eval asked Ryan now if he grew up with a lunch pan. So Kat is here. Morning, Kat. Kat is giving us the breakdown, the definition of the carrier. Carrier definition: a 3-tier container for carrying bickle.
Yes, simple. That is on point. It might either be enamel or aluminum.
Yeah, or the one with the flowers them on it, like the chimney,
the flowers
like
on
the thing there.
Right. So Charles says, never had nothing, so I had to walk home for my lunch.
Yeah, when we got to primary school, all in school, we had to do that. We had to walk home.
What is husband tell you about the chandelier penance and lunch pan? Leave me be.
The chandelier. You remember?
Richie says, did you have foiled paper or brown paper bags showing the grease?
Yes, I had the brown paper showing the grease. I never know what foil paper was then. I sure me know my parents never know neither. Never seen foil paper until I had out.
Yes, sometimes we carry brown paper with a cup of fry over dumpling. So the grease showing there.
Right, showing.
So let me respond to this question. Lady D, Una did have fowl and eggs too. Well, we had a chicken company, and so there was a huge fowl cobin at the back. So we eat chicken left, right, and center in any style, among other animals.
All right.
Okay. No. We have fowl that grow up in a yard. And the fowl
Listen,
they go
the other night, my mother and I were talking, and I see a thing come up, we just reminisce. I said, Mom, remember when we used to go down in a banana walk? Because, chickens used to walk freely. And they used to go in the banana walk, and sometimes they go find a whole thing of eggs
pile of
underneath
eggs.
some banana
Yeah.
leaf or underneath
Yeah.
the banana
The trash.
the root of the banana, them dig it
Yeah.
out and
Yeah.
lay the eggs there, and they were sometimes we just go down there, the fowl just get up off of the egg and it warms in there, we take it up, we take up the
Gosh.
egg, and we not even boil it, sometimes we put it underneath the ashes, the hot ashes,
Wow.
and it stay there and cook. And then the
Speaking
boy
of the
would
warming,
go, the
Hold
boys
on
would
now.
go shoot birds. And when they shoot the birds, them come back and we roast the birds.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so when
Yeah,
they pick off this, when they pick off the hair, the feather off of the
Feather.
bird, and some little something, so and
Yeah.
everybody get peace.
Then, Jackie, we used to have it here when you want one leg. See the leg, yeah? When you put it, say, okay, you can't find the leg between your two fingers.
Love.
Fine. Yeah, man.
So let me just
One of
finish.
my-
Let me just
Yeah.
finish the comments quickly.
Yeah.
So King says, in the country, we get lunch at the canteen, the dumpling and the curry chicken. Okay.
Yes.
And Drea says, hi, I made some cornmeal porridge just this week.
Oh, okay, Drea.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yvonne
bet
says,
it was good.
how you spell flan flan?
Just like
Just spell it.
Just spell it. Just
Just
say it.
spell it.
Richie said, what about when you have to register for lunch at school and you didn't have any money to register, so you would have to wait until the kids that were registered to eat first and wait for what? Oh Lord, no, me not have
And
that.
you get the
Never
one
have that
leg.
one there. That's a new one for me. Me never hear about that.
Mhm.
Yes, we hear about that.
But I wanted to touch on the topic with Jackie just mentioned about the taking up the fowl leg and it's still warm. And then experience as a child, I get a piece of beating for you, a piece of knockings. My grandmother sent me to the fowl leg, go take up the egg. And it was nice and warm and I did this on my jaw. Ooh, because it feels nice and warm and it broke.
Oh, wow. Are you get
The
beaten?
one
Pete?
egg I'm gonna pick up. Yes, them beat me because when me press it up my jaw for me, because it warm, it woke me up with it from my jaw to feel the warm. And it set me press it too hard and it was just running down my face.
Oh,
And
wow.
I'm telling you, I got a nice whopping for it. Yes.
Oh, wow.
My grandma didn't play, man. They beat you for everything and anything. It didn't matter what. I got beaten for everything and anything.
Lord.
Sometimes when I look at me, think I
says,
did wicked.
hush. Cat says, I have unpleasant memories of the egg malt and cherry malt. They had a negative effect on my exhaust system.
Say no more. Say no more. We understand what you mean. That's called lactose intolerant.
No, but guess what? That coming, like I tell you, when I went to Penance and it was convention time and Christmas and Brother Tamada was making ice cream.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. And then I have no measuring nothing. In just pour in and whip up the something nice and crunchy. And we eat, several cones. And then luckily we don't live far from church. Seriously, if you fly up to the house. Wow. All right. So
It's like
Drea
they're
says,
running.
I always live near to school, so I went home for lunch. All right. Evan says, la. Speaking of warm eggs, we feel the fowl if they soon lay the egg.
Yes.
Yes, my grandmother
You
did
know
that.
what I did? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
My grandmother was boss
Quite
like
an
that.
experience.
So Dr.
Yes.
Judy, who is here, Dr. Judy, right? Morning, Dr. Judy. She says, you all did good for my soul this morning. Okay. We are
Thank you.
so happy. We're so happy we did something. Okay, keep your comments coming. Once again, welcome to Satideh Mawnin Runnings. We're cultivating conversation, and the platform is Voices with Lady D, where every voice has power. And this morning's topic, from nicknames to good old whipping and the corned beef. So we not touch corned beef yet, you know.
Mm-mm.
need to get
We're
over
not
to
touching
God.
nickname yet.
We're
We're
not
not touching
touching
nicknames yet.
yet because my nickname, if we want to jump into that,
Yes.
well, so there's this young man in my community. We call him Toof,
Call him
and
what?
he,
Tough.
we call him Toof. We call him Toof. Yeah, that's, I don't know how Cat, you know how Toof got the name, because Cat is also from Penance. I don't remember him get the name, but anyhow, but him all of a sudden did start calling me Farid because he become a Farid. I mean, can't do nothing about me
You're very
Farid.
big.
But at that time when
No,
he
but that's
used
what
to
you make
tease
us
me
people
about me
say.
Farid, I used to love wear bang and something, and you
To
know, my
cover
hair
it up.
it just cover up my ear. Serious, cover up my forehead. And when I was going to start high school, and we went down to get our book list and what have you, and I said, let me see what my hair would look like if me catch it up. And me catch it up. And my friend Sheila Palmer, she went a year ahead of me, so she, was going with me to do the ropes and thing. And me go outside and me say, Sheila, what you think? And she said, Denise, you look so nice with your hair up. You always are cover. And after a while, I got the hang of it and stopped. Nickname no good,
No,
No.
It will make you feel
I'll break you.
yes. And
It will make you ball.
it intimidates you. Yeah, man. When him passing the gate, you hear him, Farid.
Let me tell you what happened to some people. They like to give people nickname, but the hot thing
And then
is when
can't
it
take it.
turned back
They
on
can't
them.
take
Yes.
mouthing. They will call
Yes.
him mouthing.
My son, as a baby, them used to call him Touchy Touchy. My cousin used to call him Touchy Touchy. And let me tell you what that kid did. He turned it back on her and called her Touchy Touchy. And who the name stick on?
Mm-hmm.
Her.
She.
The Touchy Touchy stick on her.
Mm-hmm.
And his godfather call him Tapit, because his godfather is from Belize, so he has a little
Oh.
accent. And he, as a baby, he came to visit his godmother, and the baby walked and started to bite him on his toe. So he said, Tapit, Tapit. So he started calling the baby, calling Christoph Tapit. Christoph turned it back on him and called him Tapit, and the name stuck on him. So
well,
that we call him Tapit. So anybody give him a name, he just turn it back and it's stick on them.
No, man, you have some people with some nickname, even especially if you were a little chubby or burly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That one about fatty, that not go well.
Fatty.
Fatty and
No.
bigger.
I'm bigger.
How when you
bigger.
lose weight? How when you lose
And
weight, you're still
fluffy.
fatty.
Fluffy.
I'm fluffy.
Yeah.
But fluffy, I
Fluffy.
think, but didn't fluffy come later though?
Yeah, man. Fluffy does come in with it.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
a later name, yeah.
Fluffy come in I would say in the last 20 years or so. Me dating myself.
Also, yes. Yes, that's true.
Fluffy came in, I think, to take the stigma out of the fatty and the bigger and stuff. They
Yes.
say when you're
It's a
fluffy.
prettier one.
And it's meant to be more of a compliment that you are probably more on the
Than a put
voluptuous
down, yes.
side or something.
Mm-hmm.
But
True, yeah.
but because I have a cousin that he has always been chubby. Because sometimes, and it's funny, as I said, chubby. They call him bigger, and that stuck with him to this day.
Mhm.
But I had neighbors who, it was a set of twins, and one was slender. They're still alive. One is slender, one is on the thicker side, and they call one chubby and one fine. The entire and they came out. They were not. They were not identical twins. So the chubby looked
Okay.
exactly like her mother. Her mother was light skinned and they would say stout. They don't want to see her fat. They say stout. And then the
Yes,
father
stout.
was tall, slender, and dark. The one called Fine, she came out just like the father, and chubby looked like her mother. So then just
No,
said
that's a
chubby and
slim man.
fine. Yeah, they went to school named Chubby and Fine. Their name was Jennifer and
No.
Jacqueline,
Sure.
but they called one Chubby and one Fine up
So
until this day. Yeah.
Mhm. Well,
how about
My nickname
Megalion?
was bring up.
when I was going to
My
Capricorn
nickname was
Primary,
my nickname was from my mother. My mother used to call me Maga. I don't know why I never asked, but she used to call me Maga. But that was just from her. That was like a little pretty name for her. But then in my district where I grew up, everybody called Miss Eunice Muma. I mean, with a bald till. Because I look like my mother, so they used to call me Miss Eunice Muma, Miss Eunice Muma. Tease, I used to hide.
Lord.
I'm telling you, it was a big thing for me.
Oh Lord.
I remember some Indians that they were our neighbors. They would that tease me, the two sons, so tease me. And there was another Indian family that lived further up in the district. I had to pass their house to go on the main road to buy stuff. And when my grandmother said me go shopping, me hide past me the yard, literally hide. I would just wish and pray that they're not outside at the gate. And if in the same at the gate, me run past them yard because if them want see me, it's you in this mama, and appear balling.
Some months you couldn't fight. You couldn't fight one time and just squash the thing. All it took
No,
was
I
one
never
good
fight
fight,
them. No, I didn't fight them.
No, when coming
Well, one of
nobody for fight
the
fear.
brothers, one of
Huh?
my cousins that went to the same primary school with me. One day she hold one of the because she know that particular brother used to tease me and call me name and pinch me and draw me ear and do all kind of stuff to me.
What?
And I have a cousin named Tita, she's still alive. Tita, holy little cool boy, so I make me beat him up, because I couldn't fight and I never grew up fighting. And she hold him, make me beat him up. And from that day, he never trouble me, touch me or call me anymore.
All it takes
Yes.
is one good fight and
One good beating.
Yes.
Then nobody
That was the end of
me.
it.
Yeah.
That was the end of the Tunis member.
anyhow
So
you get
here
the
what-
one who's set on, it's over.
Hear what Kat said
Yes.
here to know. I always wondered how this this one-handed lady dumpling was so nice. I wasn't amused when I was told how she rolled those salty dumplings.
They want to roll a dumpling underneath her arm.
And her arm. I heard about
Yes, we
that.
hear about that. We see a
heard
center
about
and
it,
hear
too.
about that.
No, but that would be in some schools. Yeah, because we had a cook and she had a thing on her elbow here, and they used to say it's use and do so. I needed dumpling. So you said it was a thing. Now,
You know, there was
about it wasn't corned beef, it was bully beef.
bully
Yes.
beef, right?
It was bully
Right,
beef.
so yes.
So,
We call it bully
Lord,
beef.
remember Richie was saying that if you did register to get lunch, you had to wait. He's saying, I'm
Yes.
talking about what was left over in the pot.
In the pots, yes.
That's
what
what
you would
get
get,
bun. Ever said bully beef and bread was our go-to whenever we going on school
And
trips.
school trips. Yes, and
That was the
also
only time
like
they get bully
Dr.
beef.
Judy
You
says,
know, they get you bully beef. You never get it for lunch regularly. Never. Bully beef
Dr.
for Sunday
Judy
dinner when you go on trip.
Mhm. So, Richie says, in my experience, whenever a nickname is stuck on you, is when that person who tried to give you that name and you're going like you vex. That's when it stick on you. 'Cause
It's
after-
true.
Yes,
It's
after-
true.
yes.
That's a
If you
fact,
can
yeah.
live it down.
Once you respond and get hungry or cry, they keep doing it. That's why the Miss Eunice Muma couldn't let me because I used to ball.
So,
Yeah.
But
Kat,
in my district, there was
hold on a little bit, Max. Kat, please explain how the lady rolled the dumplings, please. Cecile is asking you to explain. Why? Max, pity you didn't know the fighter girl, Sharonette.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One
No,
good
but-
fight. You know, I never had a nickname,
Mhm.
Never had a nickname. I mean, I've had my name shortened up to Shern, Sure, things of that nature, but I've never had a nickname given to me like whatever. We had people then called Langi La La. And one
that when you're very tall, yeah.
one boy who went to school with me, he
Don't
fell
be
in the
tech way.
sea. Yeah, he fell in the street
What?
because we had a tendency to jump on the cane, the sugar cane truck back and
Mhm.
pull out sugar cane. You know, when the trucker pass, the more adventurous ones, Jackie here that would have pull off a cane and he got run over.
Me miss it, so me can join in.
Then I'm sure she will tell me hear the end of it. But let me just finish what I'm saying. And the truck
Mhm.
ran over him. And it ran clear over him, hurt him. When the truck run over him, he just lay down stiff and put him to an empty
Straight.
side. So when the truck passed him, just get up. And from
Ooh.
that, hear them call him Duppy Queezer.
Don't be what?
Duppy
Duppy
Queezer.
Queezer.
We're talking about Duppy Tekwe.
Don't be. That's what we laughing about. Don't be take away. There is this young man. When I left my grandmother, now I went to my mother, and I started going to school down in Woodbury All Age School. There was this boy them called Duppy Tekwe.
Duppy
Yeah,
Tekwe.
Duppy Tekwe. Now I call him and he answer. Duppy Tekwe because them say they miss him. They missing as a little boy. One time the mother couldn't find him, but nobody couldn't find him, and they said Duppy take him and carry down in a banana. Come down in a so gully. So they call him Duppy Tekwe.
Oh Lord.
There was an old man in my district, short. I don't know if he did mix of not Indian or some little white or something, but he was very light skinned, short, and he always have a wife beater in khaki pants and in cutlass and what you call it, water boots. And they used to call it shad pocket. But if they're not calling up on your face, you can't only call it some behind him back and chop after you. I don't know how the name came, but then call it shad pocket. They say it was a thing in the district. Everybody afraid for shad pocket because shad pocket ever having cutlass. And of course, my mother husband used to call him white man. Because my mother was married to an Indian, but one of them high color Indian. So everybody called him white man. Yes. There were quite a few of them in my district. And there was round face. There was Hurry. There was Boy Joe. You know the boy and the Joe come together, but there was a boy Joe and there was
there's actually a Joe Grind in my community. Joe
Grind.
Grind.
Boy Joe and Boy Joe's sister, and they call her Musi. Yeah, and there was another young man too. His name was Earl, and kids would tease him and say early in the morning and late in the afternoon, and he would cry and he'd stop from school just because of that. Yes, his name was Earl, and kids would tease and say early in the morning and late in the afternoon. It was pure worries. He might have to go to school, go to teacher.
What?
Yeah.
What that wasn't so bad.
No, but he never liked it. And he responded, so the kids continue to say it.
Yeah.
It was just recently I was talking to a friend of mine, and we were trying to, I was trying to tell her that I saw somebody recently, another young lady that we knew, and she couldn't remember who it was. And I was describing the person. I said, but you and her left and went to that other school. And she said, oh, Gallywag. I said, oh, you're talking about Gallywag. Mr. Mercy.
Yeah, that still happened. That still happened.
I used to hear them talk about Gallywag, but I didn't even know it was that lady.
It was her.
Oh, yeah, talk about.
Sometimes, like even though some girls I went to school with, where we try, like we in conversations with other girls, sometimes we say, remember such and such, and we sometimes we can only remember the nickname.
Right.
We have to go through.
Yes.
We say, oh yeah, man, that's such and such and such. Because the nickname stuck to the person so much that they just took it on.
That's all they can remember. Yeah.
So here Cecile says, I remember a man in my district. They call him Bedfront. You would laugh how he get that name. He used to go to every woman who lost their husband and ask if he could sleep on the bed front.
It must have been a man.
Very brave. They're afraid of take you away.
Sweetie.
Yes, sir.
You never afraid of it take you away.
Wow.
Well, they used to call me Kisco.
You did
If
love
Because you
Kisco?
think,
and they love Kisco as a kid. I didn't want no sweetie. Me never want no popcorn. And so if they ask me what me want, it's Kisco.
I keep
And
go.
if I hear somebody shout out Kisco now, I know it's somebody who knew me from way back. When I
Okay.
was, in the district.
Mm.
One of my brothers still call me Kisco.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
We never have
Nice.
no nickname, but there's this man that we used to call him Bad Enough Fella. Because every time you see him, you say, Mas John, how you do, lad? My sister Bad Enough Fella. Bad Enough Fella to the extra. So I call him to just be Bad Enough Fella.
It's on near funny.
Yeah.
You know how many people would have that name today?
Yeah.
But enough
Yeah.
funny.
They ever tired or something that happened to them. Jennifer,
Yeah.
so your ladies are the best with Satideh Mawnin nicknames running.
And that's
Yeah.
only a few.
Yeah.
And of course, my grandfather had a friend that they call Engine Room. Because he
Engine room.
engine room. Because he
No,
could
sir.
sing, he could sing. He had an excellent singing voice. He had like a nice bass, like a rolling bass voice. When you come to dead,
Okay.
nine night and church and stuff, when him starts singing, man, it no need microphone. Very melodious. They
Okay.
just call him Engine Room, yeah.
Mm-mm.
And it never feel no way. To all us as kids, just a mass engine room, man, in mass engine room.
Funny answer.
I bet you never know your right name.
Yeah, just engine room. Yeah.
A lot of people also got their names from their trade.
Oh yes.
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 If you were
Yes.
a carpenter, they call you carpy.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
they call you painter.
Or you
They
call
call you
you painter.
mason.
Or
Yeah,
if you're a
Butcher.
teacher,
Butcher was popular.
yes.
butcher.
If they-
And
if you're a
everybody who sell
teacher,
ice cream name
Creamy.
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 And the
Yes.
peanut man you're nutsy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And of course, if you're a
Teacher.
teacher, then would they call
Teacher.
you teach.
Yes.
If you're a
Teach,
nurse,
yes.
they call you nurse.
Yes.
And those were like respectful titles.
Very much.
Yes,
And I
yes.
remember the midwife in our district. She was just nurse.
In our
Yes.
district too, Nurse
Yes.
Francis.
I was too.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
if you're dark complected,
Call you
then call
black.
you blacks or blacker.
Blackie.
Yeah.
If you're light skin, then call you browning.
Our reds.
Or
Yes.
reds or
Or reds.
brown man.
Yeah, you can't get away. Any which way them take you, you get something.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
if you're tall,
Fine,
they
yeah.
call you tall man. If you're short, then call you shorty.
Yeah.
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 And of course, if you're little and kind of,
Rounded.
hey, rounded,
Yes. Your
rounded,
features.
flat
Yes.
head, bald head,
Yes.
yeah, or pointed head, depending on what that is.
Yeah.
Then you have,
Depending on your head shape.
if you're very slender, then call you tiny, like you're fine.
Wingy.
No, they say
No,
Slimans.
Wingy.
No, they say
Wingy.
Slimans.
Yes.
Them used to call one of my brother Maga Lion.
All right now.
Yes, they used to call Norman that too. Norman nickname in school is Margalion too.
Oh
The
yeah.
principal,
That's what
everybody
he
used to
told
call
me.
him
Yes,
Platypus. Platypus. So me now, as a little girl, go say, Mr. Platypus.
Look for your shirt.
Me never know say it was a nickname. Never know what a platypus was.
Yeah, cause
And everybody laugh. And say platypus give me time if I put out my hand, I may get a whipping with the cane.
Oh yeah, me know duppy photo. So there was a man in our community. They called duppy photo. I think it had something to do with his facial appearance.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, but we know duppy photo.
Duppy photo.
Cecile says she's still alive.
The principal, then years later, when I understood what a platypus was, one of my brothers explained what a platypus was. That's what me said, but him really did look like platypus because a platypus have a long mouth.
Yeah.
Oh.
And him did look like platypus.
Yeah, then we give you a name very quickly based on probably have an impediment like stammer. If you stammer, your name stammer.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
your name, you go through the motion. Then go say, all right, your name stammer. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes. That was a very prominent one. Thing.
Yes,
Stammer.
Yeah,
So-
it was so funny too because in this summer I had some stuff that I needed to take out. But the need to clear out a thing, that storage. And I asked for a referral. And when the guy gave me the number, I say, all right, who do I ask for? He said, just ask for stammer. when you call stammer, I have to brace myself.
Yeah.
Talk to stammer because stammer will take a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
God have mercy.
So there
That's
and also,
that is what I'm calling Tekla.
why
Yeah.
were you called baggy follower?
Uh-oh.
What?
I didn't know name, sir.
Who that?
Am I ever all right then? Sorry, I mean I know what part of the discussion.
Baggy
No,
follower.
sir.
Mm-mm.
No, sorry.
So Errol said he once tried consoling a weeping child by telling her that she would become ugly when she grew up. She immediately stopped crying, but not before asking him if he had wept bitterly.
That's funny. Well, she turned that back on him.
You know what, Kat? I am over you, you know.
She turned that way on him.
Be careful of what you invite.
I'm sure no, so that's not the way the child said it. The probably said, you know, because I pick me.
In just right to put the jacket, but that's how it go.
No, sir.
In just have a pretty top.
He's from our community. He passed away a few years ago. Kat, you know, a pilot. But I always wondered how him get that name. But it's because,
Pilot.
yeah, I think it's after when Florette, who is also now deceased, when our librarian, you know, she would lock up and so he would like walk her home and, you know, ensure that she get home safely.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some people, you know,
Okay.
yes.
You think
And
he
we have
was a pilot by trade?
no.
But you know, ladies, they are the subject matter to the whoppings or the knockings or beatings was the reason why we got knockings and what they used to do the knocking. That was another thing.
Yeah, man.
Because my grandmother was famous for knockings, and I'm gonna tell you, anything at all she lay on pan, it becomes a beating stick. I'm telling you.
Yes, she
Old
see
shoes, pot
Mhm.
cover. Yes. She had a thing, she had a thing called the fan belt. You know the fan belt, that rubber piece of thing that come out of car.
Yes.
That was her famous thing. Me used to hide it, you know. Hide
No,
it because
sir.
when you get here, you have the amount of ways you'd end up with.
No,
And cut
of course.
sometimes, I'm telling you.
That thing
Yeah.
is thick. It's thick
And she
and
said, pass the old shoes they give me. And she was the old shoes and then not go anywhere.
No, sir.
don't you just hate that? You're passing your own beating stick. Yeah,
Me
yeah.
never-
That was the worst
Yes,
part.
come
Yeah.
here with it. Come here with it. Come to me with it.
Yes.
And
Go pick the switch. The one and a
Boy.
big enough. Go back to another one. Let me
Yes, sure, Ned. Same song.
Yeah, but
Same song.
I've seen that. I've seen that happen. But I have to say, I did not get a lot of corporal punishment like that.
Me never get a lot of beatings.
We can
But
practically.
To get
I
it.
mean,
And my
I
grandmother
can,
was famous.
yeah, no, me never get them. Me never get them something there.
But
My
remember the few I
grandfather-
got.
My grandfather never.
They were memorable.
I never got any from him. The few I got was from my grandmother. And mostly it's from like a climb tree when there's enough to climb tree, or me go on a river,
Yes.
and there's no go river, the all along no go on a river, go and swim, no adult supervision, but with the kind of little thing I will run off, go, I made it famous for in a river catch Janga. And if me go catch John guy, we take a little one swim and come back and then see look ashy. And you say no, me never there river, but then take their finger and you write your name on your shin. Let's say the a river you come from. Other than that, I never got a lot of floggings, as my grandfather would say. I'm going to flag you. I got promised. I got promised a whole lot, but me never.
I was on that.
Me never.
Well, you know what? I
I
wasn't a bad child growing up, but I got beaten for simple, silly things when I look back at simple, silly things. And I've written about these things in my poetry. Because to me, when I look back, I think they were just stupid.
It wasn't necessary.
I was coming on my way from school and I was playing marble with another girl. You know, we take the green bush and make a little ring and put the marble and I play. And my uncle walk around the corner, come see me. I play marble with another little girl. And then give me a piece of whopping and say, me a boy pick me. Beat me real hard.
That's crazy.
Yeah, boy pick me. We do a play marble. So when I look back, I said that was cruel. We were just having fun as kids. I got beaten for cancer and medication. My grandmother used to buy these pills. These pills to make it like tonic pills. And I couldn't swallow them until this day I can't swallow pill. And she beat me. Swallow it. And I would add it underneath my tongue. And she said, open your mouth and I would do this. And then she said, lift up your tongue and I'd lift your tongue and the pill will be sitting underneath my tongue. And she beat me coming and swallow the tongue. Yes, I got beaten for bedwetting, and that one hurting more than anything is because as an adult, as I look back, I'm thinking to myself, they never tried to find out if something was wrong with you because I could have been sick. I could have been having bladder issues, but then I know they're nothing. Then just beat you and say you're nasty, you stop piss bed. And every time they beat you, stop piss the bed, you know, and just beat you from. So yeah, piss bed and you piss tonight. And they beat you the next night, just still piss and then beat you again. To me, that was just stupid. But they never knew any better, so I forgive them.
Yeah.
You understand?
And of course,
that was a bad child. They just choose to beat you for every little thing. The thing.
Hush,
Max, no mind.
No mind, yeah.
Because a lot of times, yes, you had people who would beat you for everything. But
my grandmother was that.
Times, some of us would get beaten if we grades poor, if we lie, if the hair say with teeth.
Oh no.
Yes.
Right. So you had some of the reasons why the parents would really give you a whopping, or say you're in a bad company. Then tell you about picnic them where you them here say, and these people just never afraid for just lay it out, you know. Them bad breed people, them
bad getting
picking it.
Bad
getting picnic them where you have take up food. Yes, man.
Yes.
So, you know,
and I recall
times. Hold on 1 minute.
I remember.
For some people when they're getting the beaten, if they decide so they not shed one tear.
Oh yes.
Oh
yes.
It's that time you get
At that time you get laid on.
I have witnessed that. When boys get to preteen years and them start feel themselves, them start get tough. As them would say, smell your arm. And most of the time, you know, it's from embarrassment because especially if you're gonna beat them in front of their peers, you know what I mean?
They're not crying.
They're not crying, and the more them are with them, and them just stiffen up. You know what I mean? So that was just not good at all. Not good.
Yes. What I wanted to say is that I remember my grandmother one time, more than one occasion, I'm outside the gate. Like the neighbor, the mother, and my grandmother be sitting on the veranda talking, and we're outside the gate with their kids playing. And one of the sister or brother start crying. The grandma, they're involved with them, so they're playing, so I have nothing to do with the crying. But she come inside and beat me. Sit down there and beat me. One lick, sit down there, sir. Yes, that's how she was. She beat for everything and anything.
She didn't have a whole heap of frustration.
As they would say,
I don't know, but she would have just beat me. She was a real disciplinarian. I'm telling you. I wasn't a bad, and I was a very bright child too. But then she just not want the negative. I think maybe because that when I look back, I said maybe because we weren't rich and money was hard. So I don't have to worry
Yeah,
about things for you as a kid. So then just take it out by you as frustration. That's how
frustration.
I look when I look back. That's how I'm thinking. Yeah, I
It's
think they were just
possible.
Yeah.
frustrated, and
It is entirely
that's why I
possible.
write about it.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but also you have the public, because I decide I'm going to search and find some stuff, and they would, if you now do your chores, you get a good beating because you have to shine
Yes.
the floor. If
Yes.
you break something, whether it was a glass
Lord,
or a
God, forget
button
God.
about
or
that. Yeah.
something,
Forget it.
Yeah.
even if it was
You
an
get me.
accident, you get a beating. If you waste
Yes.
food, them tell you how much people hungry and something,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Yes.
still used today. But then you had the public
Mm-hmm.
embarrassment. You shame me where and there's the acting
Yeah.
out in public, talking loud or misbehaving at church.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All of those things, because if you're high up in a church and you pick me a get problem,
Oh
or
yes.
you can pick
Oh
me a get
yes.
problem, they can't
Yes.
wait to done church to come home and beat you.
You
Mm-hmm.
you
And beat you.
you must be next to Jesus, you know.
Yes, please.
When Jesus
Of
looks for you,
course.
see you, he
Yes.
must be right there, so on his right hand.
Hey, and then you had school reports. If the
Mm-hmm.
school
Yes.
report bad, the teacher had a right to also whip you.
Yes. Well, I
And
never had
if
that issue. I never
the
had that issue. School
we
school
never
report
we
being
report
that
never
bad.
bad,
get them something there.
mhm,
Larmy.
I saw a lot of it. There was a family, one of my cousins who had she was raised with me, but she's many years older than me. And when she went on her own, where she was there, when she started having children, I used to go on Saturdays and babysit. Well, her first two at least. And I would go and babysit for her. And I remember there was a family. All I mean, that family, they were having children like every year. It was like year step. There were just a child was born practically every year. I can't recall seeing the mother in a pair of shoes.
mhm,
She was always just in the
Mhm.
yard, just in the yard. She can't hardly go nowhere. She always barefoot and
Pregnant.
pregnant. It would have come in like a she them coined that phrase for.
mhm.
And
Mm-mm.
then,
Barefoot and pregnant.
not to drift away from the subject matter, but the husband, what he would do in the event, I've heard him so called. The other things, I mean, I got disgrace you. If you not cook good or the food spoil,
Yeah.
me I got disgrace you. And that's the people, so and so her name.
What?
Can't cook rice, the rice,
Disgusting.
this,
Oh
that,
Lord.
and the third. Yeah, but anyway,
Right. Stop.
and
No.
yeah, and in growing up, they had several sons. I think it was a lot of boys and like two girls in the middle there. And he would beat them and tie them up in an ant's nest.
Mm.
No,
Yeah,
sir.
I've
He
heard
would have
of
like
those
an ant's
kind of
nest,
Yeah,
beating.
I know of it. Here, heard of it, but that's
yeah, he would have give them flogging and put them in the, and I remember one of the time my heart, as a little I'm talking about, I am not even a teenager yet, I'm like 12. And I remember one of the boy when him feed it to him heart. Him said, Daddy, you see you. When me grow bigger, you turn old man, I'm going to tie you up and do the same thing what you are doing.
Mm.
I
mm-mm.
just felt it he felt
Wow.
poor. Because
I
not,
wonder why he turned out to be.
and they're all grown people now with children and grandchildren. When I go home, I see them.
Oh
They turned out
boy.
well after all, in spite of. But
Mm.
I'm just saying, when you
Yeah.
have them like that, and there's no, it look like there is no planning, and
Yes.
things come
You know,
down on
it's
you and stuff
hard.
like that. Time
Mhm.
You
harder,
take
you
it out from them.
them.
Yes.
You
Mhm.
beat them
But
harder
those
than
things are not right.
yeah,
Mm.
you give them punishment harder than, because once you lay on couple slaps, you don't need to put them on no hands nest after that.
No.
Yeah, that's not necessary.
Oh
Yeah.
Never
boy.
get this. My
Mm-mm.
grandmother never went that far. She just beat you and let you go and you go
But
ball
you
and
know,
pull your
there is
feet.
what is also called fear-based protection. Better me beat you than police beat you.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I've
So
heard
Yes.
parents
those
believe that them lick
conversations.
where
Yeah.
them would give them children would, get them out of trouble or jail, that kind of thing.
Mhm,
And then
mhm.
you had the survival parenting. In tough environments, discipline was seen as armor against a harsh world.
Yeah.
Then you
Yeah.
had emotional, they say, suppression. crying seen as weakness. Children were told, hush up, stop crying. I tap it
And
back.
you're
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
You something to cry for.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
they're saying,
And then give something to cry.
and they're
So you
saying
don't have to cry.
teaching
Yeah.
emotional silence. So a
Yeah.
lot of times you ever see when we get beaten, because I never get beaten a lot, but the few times, if me decide to me not crying, my
You
chest
not
just
cry.
go up so.
Yeah. Cause them see your heart full.
Yeah.
You're full. Your heart full, you know.
Yes.
Me not
You're vexed.
crying. Me say me
Yeah.
not crying. And I was one when they would just say, oh, you're not cry. And I remember one Sunday morning, because I'll tell you how I love to ride a bicycle.
Oh yeah.
And when I should have really been getting myself prepared to go to church, I went
You
up to
can't
Miss
buy bicycle.
Gladys and gone on Jean Chopper bicycle. And by then we mastered the art of riding the bicycle through the orange grove. Me bad
And
panda
it's sweet, you.
is either me or let go
Sweet,
the
are you?
steering wheel. Hey. So we up the man and we have got, all of us learned to ride on that one chopper. And we are riding at the Sunday morning. It's still a mark time, you know, and so maybe a soon time for me go down because our house here and their house is right there. So I hear Auntie Joy, my aunt who just passed, Auntie Joy. Dan, she come out on veranda and she a call, Denise, breakfast. Because on a Sunday morning, she used to love look after chocolate tea
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
and give the children corned beef and bread. Nothing sweet with so. How much slice
Yeah,
you eat?
tell you.
Those days, yeah, I eat bread, not now show no way. You just a run up and down.
You're now watching the carbs.
You not watch nothing. So
There was
me
no
one
reason to.
come down so happy, believing that, oh, breakfast ready now, man. But
Chocolate tea
me
ready.
not smart enough to realize that she had her hand behind her back. And I said,
Ooh.
come in, come and ting, hello. As me a pass her so on the veranda, me just feel whap. And she pushed back me up in the corner of the veranda.
Mm.
I whop you some more.
Joy and get a belt. And she a whap me. And me a skip, me a skip.
Yeah.
But me not crying. Me not crying. And
Yeah.
she put on the lip. And me not crying. And she pulled me go around her back porch. Can't forget and said, Mama, Denise, go up and Miss Gladys. And she ride the bicycle and what have you. And I give the whole story. And Mama just said, Joy, go give her breakfast. Mama,
And she have the company, maybe the company.
Mama no carry Auntie Joy. Hold on.
On my phone, ladies, I don't know, we have a new internet box and it seemed like it's acting up.
Acting up. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
she
welcome
sent a
back.
new box. So
No problem.
I'm on my phone.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean to say, Auntie Joy a fume, because she not get finish. Give me a good whipping.
Yes.
So she can see tears running down kind of thing. I don't cry. And I so glad when Mama said, Joy, make she go eat our breakfast. And me go in, eat my breakfast, get myself ready, man. And gone at church.
Jesus.
You hear me
When
tell
you,
you?
and when you do that, them say, "I'm stubborn, you're
I-
stubborn." When you
Yes.
don't cry.
Yeah, when you're not
But
cry,
I tell you
yes.
something.
I say you're
One
stubborn.
time, when I one catch so Dave with your common entrance class, and Mr. South, who had come from England, Jamaican, had gone to England, lived many years, came back, and he was given the post as principal. He really brought the school to another level, that we can say. So I'm a teach we for common entrance class. Gave us a homework. Me no remember if I bicycle or what, but all me know the homework I do. But as something why the homework was not done. I mean to say, next morning a Dave now, a collect homework. Denise now have no homework.
Andy.
So
You know,
I was I
In the
was
intimate one.
I was called to the office.
You call it to the altar.
Mr. South.
Sacrifice you.
Hell, yes. Before Dave, maybe tell the gentleman something. Come, me say Dave, me explain to him how. Me no remember when me tell him. But all me know. Me a what, 11, 12. Me no remember when me tell him now. Anyhow, going to Mr. South. So Dave, him have one little smirky look on for him face when him a pass me, I come up to Mr. South office. Because I think him know
Hello.
Mr. South had the boss made this something they ready for
Uh-huh.
So when me go in, Mr. South, Denise, and a little slight British accent, I may stand up there and look on him. How for discipline and whatnot, and I'm to hold out my hand. Me stand up there for a while, would not hold out my hand. The man also lock the door because me ready for
So you
bowl.
can run.
Me, door lock. I mean, you know, me full of hand and pouty. Because I'm saying not today. You know,
You did it
it's
right.
like something just
Right?
hit me and say, something just hit me and say, Denise, hold out your hand because you're not cry. They put out my hand, you know. And he must give me whap. It's something sting, you know. You know where they
Yes.
use this.
We
I
used
know
to,
the
we
cane,
used
those
to get
canes
the
back
good
then,
cane.
yes.
It used to be cane.
Cane, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the boss me one thick piece of something.
Yeah, the leather strap.
Yes.
Yes.
And go out and whap. Me just stand up there. I am not crying. No tears, no come. And he said, you're a tough little one. And he said, go and tell mama. Cause by then my grandmother JP respected high in a church, blah blah. Hey, me going back to my class. Me go a class the evening again with him the same day. But me make sure fly home lunchtime. And go tell my grandmother, say, Mr. South, lick me. And me
Beat
tell
you.
her, say, me really wanting with me tell her, say, me never do the homework. And she said me should have do the homework and she will talk to him. And of course, he come down at the house. And mama just had a nice conversation. She was very fair. She told me I was wrong, one thing with my grandmother. She no mince words. She didn't beat me on top of that because she never take on that challenge.
Well,
And
my grandmother was like that.
everybody else do
You,
the
you were
beating.
supposed to challenge. Okay.
You get extra beaten.
Right? So me know
But
what
I have this quick story that
one
I'd
of
love to
those
share.
pick me who will not cry when you beat her.
Oh Lord.
Well, let me tell you a quick story, and this is a true story. There was a guy in my district named Rai, live with him aunt. But in the bad, I mean really bad, he get trouble consistently. And he would have get a beating every single day. You know what he did once? He go to school and come home later and he knew him or get the flagging. And he use cardboard. Get cardboard and put it under him shirt back and on the back area. Seriously, listen up. Lining wood body with cardboard. And the auntie said they beat him and him now cry. And she had give him some big lick at him, unlike other times they would cry and carry on. He wasn't crying, but she's hearing this funny sound. Every time she slapped the back, she hear this funny sound. And she pulled the shirt and when she look at cardboard, use the cardboard box and blind the whole body so that the lick not go through the shirt.
Yeah.
Them boys,
That's how bad it was.
There were boys that did that in my
boys
school.
did that.
Particularly when you get to like grade 6, 7, 8, those bigger boys. That's what they did. And then, but on the other side of children who wouldn't cry, you had some kids as the hand went up, they start crying, they don't get one yet. And then just sometimes they just do it, you know, no sense. You have ball, you never get no lick. So some kids will cry in anticipation, and some are when you tear them up, they're not saying I want them not move.
Yes. And
You know,
I can remember some of the boys were big. We're like them look grown. And I remember one time the same platypus was trying to beat this young man and him just grabbed it. Just grabbed the belt and just like twist it around him hand
Yeah,
It couldn't be that guy there. You
yeah.
just grab the belt and twist it round and just take your time hand. And we have it.
Yeah, when they get to a certain age, they,
And
they,
they're
they,
tall
they're not
and all that.
standing for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was very relieved. I mean, I used to cry. I never got a lot of beatings myself, not even in a school, because I always told myself, given the fact that my grandparents took me when they were so old, and by the time I got to like primary school and stuff, they were very old. I said to myself, I would never give them any trouble.
Mhm.
Because them can't manage. You look on a 80-something-year-old lady. Come on, no. What kind? I mean, I have friends who say, "Me, would I do this? Would I do that?" And I said, "No." I always had a fear of some. Me always feel like God would have punished me extra if me give them. I never gave them cause. Like me say, me make sure me do homework, me study, me do me chores, me do. Because by the time, I mean, I had to turn around and raise them by the time I reached high school. I
Right.
was running the household, sending myself to school, buying them medicine, carrying them a doctor, left high
Yeah, big
school,
woman,
come
long
home,
time.
come cook dinner. Maybe come cook them dinner when me come home. Most kids you come from high school, you go look for your dinner. Me I come home, come cook dinner for them and stuff.
Mhm.
Them a
And I
wait
never
on
had
me.
to do all of that.
Yeah, so I never had the inclination. Me couldn't give them. I couldn't. And then they used to
Yeah.
pray for me so much and tell God
Mm-hmm.
thanks him over them carry me to and where me reach. I could never turn around and give them trouble. But I used to sit other kids in the neighborhood and school, give a lot of trouble and get beat. Now, sometimes one of them, some of the beating was warranted, sometimes it wasn't. But if I'm a very good friends, it should have bring tears to my eyes to see them getting so much beaten. Because
Yes.
some kids
Yeah.
have mental blocks. And
Mhm.
our
Yeah.
teacher, particularly grade 6, he used to give us long passages to study. You not get like Isaiah 40, 1 to 11. And when
Mm.
I read to you Friday,
And if you come back Monday.
if you come back Monday
Money and
and
noise.
read, and you had to get the newspaper, you had to read a current story, come back and be able to relate it. You got, but those things were right up my alley because thank God never photographic memory. Although at the time I didn't know. But I used to love that stuff. Some of them had no difficulty, but you had children who were dyslexic, and no matter
Yeah.
what, they could not do it, and they got a lot of flogging because of that particular impediment that nobody at the time knew to
Mm-hmm.
address.
Knew about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
sometimes
never
it
got a lot of,
was work,
a lot of
sometimes it
flogging in school.
wasn't.
Neither.
Mhm.
Most of
Yeah.
the beating I got was from my girl. I never get flogging in school for school work and can't do this because I was not to show, but I was always a smart kid. Only subject I never like was maths and still don't like it. I never like numbers. But I never got beaten in school from teachers for misbehaving or giving trouble. It was just my grandma don't beat me because I wet
Because
bed and I can't swallow pill.
your granny would have come for the teacher ever tell us you're not give a shot.
Hey,
You must get mad now that double beating.
listen, you ever see kids get beaten right in front of everybody at school by them parents? I've seen that.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm
See
saying
the
that. Yes.
teacher complain and then can't come. Mother come and whopping right into the schoolyard.
Well, that happened to me
That
because,
was normal.
well, when me and Sonia Inverdale did fight.
Hey, tell me story time. Story time, D. Come in ahead. Come in ahead.
Me share it already, man. When I had to leave Chapelton School and go back to Penance.
Yes,
Yes.
Right?
yes.
And she had trouble me about how, me leave from that school and come back here. So what have you? And me did so a boil up in my heart. And me did fire up a lick because me did just over her now. So my uncle was
You bet.
teaching at school at the same time. And we start fight. I think Ricky did all. Come here, Ricky always in the same class. Ricky too was in the class. Anyway, I don't remember the name of the teacher, and I swore she was not teaching not enough sense. Me never learn nothing. Because seriously, the method of teaching that I got at Chapelton was so advanced. By the time it
Mhm.
comes to her class, I'm like, me did do this
What
already.
is this?
Oh yeah.
It was a
Mhm.
mess. so distraught. And anyhow, long story. So when Uncle Jim got wind that I'm over in the class of fight,
Mhm.
one,
Trouble
he
there.
can't believe it. Two, I'm his niece. Three, I'm his mother's granddaughter.
Mhm.
Everything just done wrong. And him, second time Uncle Jim licked me. And him just grabbed me and he had long hands. Still does. And he just grabbed me and make whop whop. You come in a class of fight. If mama hear about this. So right in front of everybody. So you know all of that
Oh
just made it
Lord.
worse.
It doesn't care for you right or wrong, the fact that
Right.
you're fighting is trouble.
Oh Jesus. And he licked me up and then pushed me down in a bench for sit down. I vex the whole day, me no learn nothing.
That I met your back still if I could have boss, you know,
If I
back
could
say your
have
boss.
bought,
But
Push the boss.
don't learn a thing. Mm-mm.
And you
Listen,
you can't hear nothing but the anger.
Yes,
no.
Everything
yes,
black out.
I never
yes.
get beaten at school.
One of the last persons I
I
fight
can recall being in school.
at primary school, when me finish with her, she never come back to school, and we never see her again in my lifetime.
Mhm.
From primary school, and I never see her again.
Right.
Mm-mm.
And one was messing with my sister. You remember grubbing? I don't know if you remember grubbing, like when
I
you come
did
into
that at
school
high school
new
badly.
When you're
and them
brand new,
start to
yes.
grub you. So my sister now, Cham was like 2 years behind me. And when she just came into first form, she keep telling me that this girl is grubbing her. And I said, grub? What grub you?
Yeah.
And she said, the girl a grubber, everything she do, everywhere she go, she a grubber and charm, she, a little bit quiet and all of that. I buck her up in the lunchroom at high school. My high school was very strict. And Mr. Show me her. Right in the lunchroom at
Bad
high
girl.
school, And me touch her upon her shoulder, everybody turn around. Because anything a fight, I go down. And me say, you see her? Don't see her. That's all I say to her. Me say, you see her? Don't see her.
Don't say it.
You hear me? Up in her face with her. Me say, you see her? Don't see her. I never see that girl until 25 years later.
Oh my.
You never see her. You stop seeing her.
Charm said that girl they walk far. If she see Charm here, so she walk over there. So she no bother come.
Mm.
Yeah.
She understand it. She understand the assignment.
She understand the assignment. Charm said she
She
never
understand the
bother.
assignment.
But I
When we went on a cruise, a reunion cruise, Cham asked me if I remember the girl whom I won at school. I said no, and Cham reminded me of a situation. Cham said, she that? I said, she up on the cruise. I'm going to go over and greet her, even hug her.
there you go.
Well,
So here Eval now. I think I got beaten once. Me ball about a week non-stop. So then no beat me again.
Honestly, Eval, you look like the kind of person with ball all week.
Yes.
and that me tell you, some kids just the threat of the beating them start ball already. So them just not
Yes.
going to the
Hi
night.
Norma. It's so good to see
I
you.
had cousins like that. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. Norma, how you do? Long time been to see you.
Oh
Um
my goodness.
Dion. And who else now? So
Good
Eval, so
morning.
the good Lord. What God is
Save her.
the good Lord protected Denise Gomez for such a time as
As
this.
this.
Lord Jesus. But we're gonna wrap up soon.
Yes, because
Yeah.
Jackie working tonight again.
Yes, please,
And
ma'am.
Maxine got to run too.
So
Yeah.
Kat says, the most heart-wrenching occasion
Eval.
when you are sent for the strap, the weapon of mass destruction is knowing fully well you will be the
The recipient. Yes.
The weapon of mass
Recipient.
destruction.
You know
Oh,
what?
Yes.
Kat? Go away from
That
me.
was the worst part.
So here is the thing. Hey, family voices with Lady D is about to hit the big number. Just a few more subscribers needed. Please share the link and instruct your friends and family how to subscribe. Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes. So we're heading there. We've been trying to get there
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll
we
be
remember,
there. We'll be
I
there
think we
shortly.
can. Yeah.
yes, sir. We remember Children's Own.
Children's Zone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every Friday.
Mooney from the
Can't
Moon
forget that.
comic strip. First thing me I read.
And Tommy
Mooney,
Trouble.
I think that,
Tommy
Moon
Trouble.
from the Moon.
Mooney from the Moon.
Mm-hmm.
And Tommy
5
Trouble.
cents. Didn't we used to pay 5 cents or 5 cents? For the children's zone. Or 2
Yeah.
cents.
At first it was 1 cent.
Maybe. No,
Well, I know when it was
yeah, I thought
1
it was
cent.
1 cent.
Oh, by the
Yeah.
time I was getting it, it was like 5 cents. We paid 5 cents.
You
We
sure?
paid
Me
1
not
cent.
remember.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. No, I don't
But it
remember.
was so much fun getting our own newspaper.
In the black and
Yes.
white.
Good
Mhm.
morning, Maxine. Good to see you. All right, so I think we have laughed and gone down memory lane.
We have one more.
From Sybil Jack to
Oh,
remember
yes, Trouble
Sybil
Jack. Yeah, my
Sybil Jack,
grandfather
do you
made
remember
this name Trouble Jack. But that was for my cousins, the boy ones. He had his Trouble Jack.
Sybil
I
Jack.
I never
And-
been the recipient, thank God.
And light wire.
Me too.
Oh
Never
God.
get the recipient.
Electric wire.
Yes.
No,
And get
no,
the
no.
convent.
Never get them
we
the kind
never
of beat.
got all
Nobody
of
never,
it.
in my family, never use them. When
No.
my grandfather beat, it's a rare occurrence. And when grandfather beat, put your crossing legs and he used 2 fingers because his fingers were long. 2 finger, pow, pow, pow. 3, you don't need no more. 1, 2,
Really?
3. Yes, and my mother experienced that too. My mother can tell you. She was on. She would tell you, Grandpa only use 2 fingers. 1, 2, 3. You don't need any more because you're
Yeah,
crying for
I
these.
remember. Come to think of it, I remember some children they would take the pants off and lay them across their lap and beat the butt.
Beat them pan and body.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's how they would get. Particularly
Grandpa-
yours said 10 and under. When you get bigger, that now.
No,
When you're younger,
And,
that
and in some cases, they didn't sorry. Sorry. In some cases, they didn't have to remove the pants because they didn't have no underwear and the pants about to tear. So the beat just automatic them on the body.
it was easy delivery.
You know about
true.
Yes, it's true.
I mean, those are, we're laughing about those are facts of life.
Yes.
Oh my God! Good thing we can laugh about these things now, right?
I know. Tell me about it. Yeah.
A lot of the beatings that we got and those who got really excessive forms of punishment, it was really about it was less about the child's wrongdoing and more about the parents, and them stress
and
Yes.
frustration. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
It was more about
Yeah,
that.
but
But
back then
I'm
I never
so
saw it
glad.
like that. Yeah.
I'm
But then
so
I never
glad
saw
when they
that. But you know,
decided to take the cane and the big leather belts out of the schools because I didn't see the necessity. I remember this young lady, she's a very bright girl from school. She came to school a little bit late, and platypus would be standing down by the gate waiting for you if you didn't make it in those gates by say 7:59. Platypus stand up with the cane behind him back. As soon as you walk in, you have to stretch out your hand. And all he would be whipping, I never forget, Rose. She put out her hand, he whipped. He put out her hand until this part of her hand began to swell. And she wouldn't shed a tear.
Oh
She just keep doing like this. And I guess because she wasn't crying, he kept on whipping her in her hand with the cane.
Yes.
Yeah, I was standing behind her and it's like, me just do like this because I say, as a kid, it just seemed like heartless. I started crying.
Yeah, that is terrible. Because I remember I have said it before. The principal we had, Mrs. Leard, she used to pass me on the road, and she had and in our little
Yes, I remember you saying that.
She used to pass me on the road, and she would slow down, put her head out the window, and say, "Run along, run
And
along."
pick you up. And pick
And
you up.
she left me. And mind you, I was walking 6 miles in one
Listen to that.
direction, and me had 3 more to go by the time me hit the road where cars were. Because some of the walking was through through my district and the adjoining district, and halfway to another district. So I'm not reach the main road yet. So when me reach the main road, me do a good amount already.
Already.
I have another 3 miles to go. And when she said run along, if me ever get there after 8, but like Jackie says, 7:59, she stand up out there.
Yeah.
And if you're late, you had to go on her right-hand side. We're going to line up for beating. And if I happen to be in that number, she a beat me.
And she couldn't give a drive.
Pass you.
You pass me down
A
the
wicked
road.
woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
And never offered me a ride until when I passed common entrance. Only when
You
I
reach
passed
now.
it, when the results came out the day, and then the following morning now, me going to school, and she passed me pretty much around the same area. And when she put out her head, instead I said run along, she stopped and said come in the car. And me
What?
pull
Me
it-
no go in there.
yeah, me pluck up courage because my friend Lana was just up the road where she lived, because I saw me convoy pick up one there, so another friend there, so we walk. And me say, no, Miss Lady, I just want to walk with Lana. She right up there. Okay,
Good.
then. That's the only time she ever offered me a ride. And I didn't take it. But otherwise, no, said the cane, yeah, get 2 weeks. Well, they never give you repeated with the cane. If you're late, you may get 4 stripes. 1, 2, 3, 4. They never keep you. But it was still painful and
Yeah.
in my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah. My mother used to pick up kids on the road. My stepfather didn't really like the fact that she was picking up people on the road in a pretty bus because his bus was bought to carry tourists. That's what he would say. And he don't want no black people in a vehicle.
Oh wow.
My stepfather was like that. So a lot of people hated him for that because of how he was. But my mother wasn't the kind of person. I remember they had a strike, and my mother came down to carry tourists, and she realized that the kids weren't being picked up. She filled up the bus all the way to Brownstown. And kids, the other day when we had our 40th anniversary, there were students who were reminding me of that. That if it wasn't for my mother who saved them, so because some of them, when they were returning home, they were walking from Brownstone to Runaway Bay. And that's a long, how much miles? Was it 13 miles? They were walking, and on the way, my mother would pick them up and drop them off without, them have to pay. So they were reminding me of that.
Wow.
Blessings.
Yeah.
All right, wrap up, because
Yes. So thank you, ladies. Thanks to everyone who came in and tuned in with us and stuff. We appreciate you, and we're looking forward to seeing you back next week to do it all over again. So we are going to come down the line and hop up.
me I go down.
May I come go around my kitchen?
I go down a kitchen. Just see if I find a chocolate tea.
All right, no problem. Blessings. Have a good weekend, everyone. We're out.
Minister Patrick Tyson and Brother Claver Schrouter, in collaboration with Sister Lemuel Hunt, presents A Taste of Heaven on Earth Part 2 on Saturday, September 13th, 2025, to be held at the Bronxwood International Church of God, located at 3232 Lurton Avenue in the Bronx. Featuring Minister Judith Gale, Minister O'Shane Mays from out of Jamaica, Minister Claver Schrouter, Minister Dwight Schrouter, Brother Tajay Nichols, aka Singer Wayne, and Sister Shakira. Tickets adults $40, children $25. Doors open at 5 p.m. Showtime 6 p.m. sharp. Your MCs for the evening will be yours truly, Minister Patrick Tyson and Lady D. A part of the proceeds from this event will go to Bronxwood International Church of God Carpet Project. This event is sponsored by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant. For tickets and more information, you can contact Minister Tyson at 347-961-6785 or Minister Claver Schrouter at 914-336-0623.
Welcome to Voices with Lady D, where every voice has power. I'm your host, Lady D Denise Gomez Green, inviting you to join me each week for real conversations, powerful stories, and uplifting perspectives that shine a light on voices from the community and the diaspora. Kick off your week with the Monday Drive from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Dive deep on Thursdays with Center Stage from 6 to 8 p.m. And ease into your weekend with Satideh Mawnin Runnings every Saturday at 10 a.m. Catch Voices with Lady D on YouTube, Caribbean Vibes Radio Network online, and YouTube, and Fit FM 96.7 in Stuart Castle, Trelawney, Jamaica, or tune in on Linkage Radio online. So lock in, turn it up, and remember, every voice has power. This is Voices with Lady D. Ready for real talk and powerful conversations? Then subscribe to Voices with Lady D on YouTube, where culture meets commentary and the diaspora speaks loud and clear. Don't just scroll. Hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and tap the bell so you never miss a moment. From laughter to legacy, it's all happening here. Voices with Lady D, where every voice has power. Celebrate the heartbeat of Caribbean culture with Satideh Mawnin Runnings. Join us on Saturday at 10 a.m. on YouTube as we showcase the vibrant heritage of Jamaica and the wider Caribbean with 4 incredible women, Sherns, Max, Jackie, and yours truly, Lady D. From powerful stories to cultural traditions, we're bringing the flavor, rhythm, and excellence of the Caribbean straight to you. It's more than a show. It's a celebration of the roots and traditions that inspire and unite us. Subscribe to Voices with Lady D on YouTube and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn to stay connected. Every Saturday at 10 a.m. it's Satideh Mawnin Runnings. Come feel the vibes. Satideh Mawnin Runnings, where Caribbean heritage comes alive.